Hey, I'm Lorraine. Normally you don't see me. I'm behind the camera with the cards, but I wanted to do a session on tapping with tarot. So we're going to pull some cards, and this is surrounding feeling abundant or maybe lack of feeling abundant. The card spread that I'm doing here, just flying by the seat of my pants, but I'm tuning into that energy. This time of year, tax time, people might be feeling a bit of a pinch. So it's important to shift our energy so we're in flow with abundance instead of shutting off from anything getting in because we're so freaked out that things aren't lining up the way they're meant to, or that you want them to. So with that said, the tapping portion is where I'm going to do some EFT. So I'm going to show you, you can mirror what I do. You can, if you don't know much more about tapping, well, just follow along, you'll figure it out. All right. So you can always add comments too, and I can always reply to them if you have any questions, okay? And let's jump into this. So let's get the general energy of financial energy, the collective financial energy. 5 of Wands. So it really feels like maybe things have been going in a very strange direction. You've been all over the place, trying this and trying that. It's really hard to bring your energy together to do one thing. If you know the tarot at all, the 8 of Wands is the opposite. Everything is going in flow, so things are much quicker. So with this 5 of Wands, it's saying things have slowed down a lot. There's obstacles in the way. So what are these obstacles? Let's pull the next card and decide where to focus. So where are all these obstacles? Wow. I was expecting swords, but that would be too easy. So the Ace of Wands, you want to focus on one big thing, but the problem is what you're focused on is the opposite of getting it. That's what I'm picking up there. So how can we get a little deeper into this situation? Wasn't I just talking about the 8 of Wands? Okay. Yeah, I have it on camera. It's recorded. It's therefore it happened. So this is what is possible. You have the vision. This is what you want, but this is what you've been getting because there's so many different things. I want to unpack that one a little bit. What's going on there? What's with all the different things? Wow, holy mackerel with the wands. We're flush with wands right now. So Queen of Wands, this is probably what you are looking to represent, that you've been doing a lot of work, you've been taking a lot of action, but maybe you've been feeling that it hasn't been coming to fruition. So that is something perfect to tap on. We're going to stop and do a little tapping on that right here and now. So just mirror what I do, follow along, say it out loud if you feel safe in an area that you can echo what I say, because that's the most powerful way to clear the energy. First, we're going to acknowledge what we're feeling and the fear and the yucky stuff, and then we're going to clear it and put in some good stuff. So you have to do the whole thing. You don't have to, but if you want to feel better after, you should. Okay, so let's start out with the side of the hand where the pinky is and just tap and think about how you're feeling when it comes to being stuck and going by this tarot spread, where you might feel that you're in a bunch of different directions. Things aren't going the way you want them to. Okay, so follow along with me. Even though everything feels chaotic in my life right now, financially at least, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I'm feeling overwhelmed because I'm not getting the results I hope for, I deeply and completely love myself anyways. Deep breath in. Even though I'm struggling with this energy, I deeply and completely accept myself. Okay, now we're going to tap on the inner eyebrow, feeling overwhelmed, and the side of the eye, not really understanding what I should focus on under the eye because I've tried everything under the nose. Nothing's working out the way I want it to. The collarbone. And I'm frustrated for all the action I've been taking under the arm. It's frustrating. Top of the head. I have all these great ideas and nothing seems to be working out. Tapping on the inner eyebrow. I really want you to think, you don't have to echo me, but as you're tapping, I really want you to think about and maybe say out loud in each place that I go, what you're feeling right now. It's only you know. Say your situation, side of the eye. Say how you feel about your situation. Under the eye. Again, feel in your body how this energy feels. Under the nose. I want you to think about how it's kind of not as bad as it was before. Under the lip, that your body has actually released some of this stuff just by tapping. And the collarbone, you can tap both places. Even though this isn't going to, change your situation right now, you're clearing your energy first. Okay, and under the arm. Because it's important to acknowledge the energy so you can clear it. The top of the head, taking a deep breath in and release. Okay, we're going to do a little more card reading. We're not quite done here. So I'm going to try and do this a little blurry-eyed. I see you. Okay, so how do we feel now? Let's show the energy. Oh, that's a lot of cards. Okay, let me get my goggles on for this one. 2, 4, 5 cards. 5 is a card of change. The first row was 4 cards. So to me, that's working with energy and with spirit. So let's see. I'm not sure which order to read them in. I'm going to take a look at them here. And yeah, that makes sense. When you unfold the cards and they're, you have your playing cards there. So I'm going to actually start with the one in the back because this one is also a 5. It's the 5 of Swords. So it is about changing your situation and how you feel about your situation. Because that's the start. Your situation is what it is. Acknowledge it. How do you feel about it? Kind of sucks. That's okay. And when you can acknowledge it, you can leave behind the things that don't matter anymore and just focus on shifting to how you want to feel. Because it's from that place of how you want to feel is where you're going to shift your energy so it aligns with that. And 2 of Cups is next. So yeah, it's where can you really bring in that reciprocation energy? You and divine, you and your money. How can you fix the relationship with your money? It starts with communication. How do you feel? It starts with appreciation. So maybe you've been so focused on the lack and the bills piling up and all the money flowing out and not much flowing in, when that's just focusing on the problem. Would you do that in a relationship without having some communication and clearing the air, and maybe turn it into appreciation? How can you appreciate things? Like, maybe you got debt piling up, but at the same time, you had that credit or that credit rating. Hopefully, you're not in dire straits that the credit rating is not good, but I don't want to get into that side of things. We're talking about energy and we're talking about appreciating things like, well, your credit card. You might be thinking, oh my God, Lorraine, how can you appreciate your credit card? Well, it's helped you gain what you have. Sure, they're charging interest that's compounding by the second. And therefore, that's why it always seems to go up if you don't pay it off right away. My little tip to you, by the way, my little financial advice, not financial advice, strike that. Yeah, Mojo agrees. But appreciating that you had the ability to use that credit for something, especially if it's something you really needed, like you needed to fix something or something went wrong, an emergency, it was there. So shifting your energy to that, and every time you swipe your card or your phone or pay Google Pay or whatever, thank it. Thank that you had that plastic to barter whatever it is you were buying. All right, so next we have another 5. So we've got 3 5s in the deck so far. All 3 of the 5s. 3 of the 4 5s. Ugh, it's a lot. So again, that focus on, this is what you need to release, is focusing on that lack, right? And we did that with the tapping. So to me, this is a confirmation that you've tapped a little bit on that. You can go deeper and do your own reading to continue with this and tap on your own. I also do, private sessions too. So you can reach out if you want that. It's not something I have really advertised much anywhere, and that's totally okay. The 4th card is the moon. So you are in a cycle of energy right now, and we just had the full moon when I've just recorded this. It was yesterday. Full moon in Scorpio. And I mean, tell me that crayfish, lobster, crawfish, whatever you want to call it, doesn't look like a scorpion right now. So that is the energy of going deep into that, maybe that taboo subject of, oh my God, I have to shift how I think. Can it be that easy? It sounds so stupid to just shift my energy and vibration and tap on my face and upper body a little bit to clear the energy. What the heck? It's worth a try, right? It's worth giving it a try with your intention that every little bit helps. That takes the load off it feeling like it's you're just doing it to placate that energy. It's more about trying it and saying anything is possible. Okay, because this last card is the Empress. Okay, she represents fertility, feminine energy, receiving, abundance. She has abundance all around her. The trees, all the stars in the crown on her head, and the scepter she's holding. I kind of think of it as a flashlight because it's very short. And she's shining her light where she wants it to be. And that's in the front here where the wheat is. The wheat is growing. The wheat is there. It's going to bring what you need is the message I'm getting. It's going to bring what you need when you really focus on the flow that you have already. Let it be as simple as the roof over your head or having a car or whatever. Small little things like that to help you feel better about what you do have now, because that's going to be definitely the change in your energy, so you can focus on bigger and better things. All right, so what do we have here? Okay, so I wanted to do this last little part for all of the signs, one at a time, just one card, quickly, about how you can focus on some tapping on your own to feel better. So this is to help bring in the good energy. So here we go. Aries, we have the Chariot. So focus your energy on moving forward. Pick a direction. Doesn't matter. It's all facing forward. All right. So next we have Taurus. And this is Queen of Pentacles. So yeah, this is totally you. It's feeling comfortable with what you have now, knowing that there is more on its way, and it doesn't matter when it comes, it's going to be there. Gemini, we have the Death card. It's time to release the things in your life that are just holding you back. It's time to peel back to the next layer because there's more, there's better coming. There really is. It's on its way to you for sure. Cancer, we have King of Swords. So it's time to start putting a lot more thought into those feelings you've had, because I think that's going to help you um, really shift what you're feeling. Because you are water sign, you're a deep feeler. So bringing in both of those energies, I think, is good for you. Okay, Leo, you have Four of Wands. So bringing some stability and celebration into whatever it is you do, that's going to help bring in that financial amazingness. Okay. Um, I hope I didn't miss anybody. Virgo, we have the Two of Wands, lots of Wands energy here. Maybe it's time to plan something. You've been doing everything that you need to do, so why not give yourself a plan for the future, something fun? Doesn't have to be, a global trip, but if you do that, something that's within your budget, even if it's a little thing, because it feels like you've maybe been holding back on doing anything fun because you just can't afford it. Okay. All right. Libra. I hope I didn't miss Cancer. Anyways, I'm just going to let this go out there. I'm not editing it. So apologies, but sometimes you just got to keep it real. You know what I'm saying? All right. So Libra, Ace of Cups. This feels like a super, super balanced card. It just feels like you're in flow with your financial abundance right now. Hey, and if you're not, this is a sign to say when you focus on that, you are, wink, 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 then it will start coming to you. All right, Scorpio, fellow Scorpios, Four of Cups. You know what? Even in the mundane things you do, you've got to find something to be grateful for. Not just the stuff waiting in the future that you're focused on. There's the opportunities that are here now aren't as big as the ones you want, but you need to enjoy these little abundances, these little opportunities to celebrate, because that's what's going to bring you to those future cups filled with beautiful, wonderful things for you. All right, Sagittarius. Uh-oh. Nine of Swords. So you need to really let go of overthinking things, because it's not like you to do that. And if it is, well, this is a sign that it's confirmation that that's what you do. What can you change so that you can start shifting your energy in the abundant category? All right, Capricorn, Four of Swords. So lots of swords and lots of wands, not a lot of cups. I'm just kind of reflecting on this reading as a whole. All right, so Capricorn, you have the Four of Swords. Now, it could be one of two things. You are solely focused on something and everything else just kind of hanging on the wall, waiting in the background. So if that's the case, maybe you need to shift and focus on those other three things. The other camp is the opposite. If you've been so focused on the things that up here that don't really matter, it's the past or it's something that's not happening yet, you really need to just focus on what you can do now, because it feels like that's where the blessings lie. All right. Now we're on to Aquarius. We're almost done. I'm so proud of myself for getting them all. I hope. Let me know in the comments if I screwed up, because I'm trying to do them in order. Queen of Cups. So, wow, this is great. This is amazing energy, even though you are definitely a water sign. This is an amazing setup for you to focus on the abundance, but your intuition as well. If you have one without the other, It's time to focus on being grateful for what you have so the other can come in fully. I know that sounds kind of confusing, but it is what it is. And we're going to end, and I should have said this. So if those that popped away, oh, well, you missed out. We're going to end with tapping in some amazing energy right now. So follow along, side of the hand, and just tap and say, even though I still might have some issues, I'm choosing to make some changes. Even though I still have a few issues to deal with, I'm willing to make some changes. And I really appreciate myself for doing this and trusting that I can have some say in my financial abundance. Okay, inner eyebrow, we'll do one round. Feeling a little more clear in my body. Side of the eye. My body isn't as stressed. Under the eye. I got the messages I needed from the cards. Under the nose. Even if it doesn't seem like it now. Under the lip. I know I am supported. Collarbone, both sides if you want. I trust that I'm supported. Under the arm. I'm clearing the energy in my body. Top of the head. So I can be a clearer channel of divine, abundant energy. Okay, close your eyes. Grab around your wrist and squeeze and take a deep breath. And say peace. Now just sit, just sit in this energy for a moment. If you can, after that. Maybe that was to bring you back fast. And to really come on back, the heads up is that you can definitely help shift your own life and your own circumstances with your energy just by doing little things like that and having awareness. And most of all, forgiving yourself, giving yourself grace, talking to yourself as if you are a dear loved one, because you are. All right. Thanks for